So welcome back. The next step in making our knife is heat treating it. And the first step in heat treating is hardening. To harden a knife, we're first going to heat it to 1,500 degrees using a small electric kiln. And our knife, we're going to put a loop of wire on the back and then use these little pronged ceramic pieces to hold it in the kiln. Hold it up off the ground like that. You're also going to need to measure the heat of the kiln. If you're heat treating your knife in a torch, you can touch a magnet to it to see when the magnet doesn't stick, it's hot enough to be quenched. But since we have an electric kiln, we can use a thing called a pyrometer, which is basically just a really high temperature thermometer. So now that you have your knives in the kiln, you're going to close the lid and turn it on. It'll take about 2 hours to heat up. Now the kiln is at 1,500 degrees, and we have these wire hooks that we use to pull the knife out, and then we'll dip them directly into this peanut oil and keep them vertically, and they'll smoke, and that will cool them off very fast. It's called quenching. So here we go. You get that on. So it's important to quench the blade. It's not necessary to get the handle because you only need the blade to be hard. But after they've cooled for a minute, we'll dip the handles in. So now I have wiped the scale and most of the oil off of the blades. They still have black hardened oil on them, but we'll sand that off later. But for now we're going to put them onto a tray, and then we'll place this into a regular kitchen oven. And the oven needs to be set at around 425. And then once it reaches 425, then the oven needs to bake or temper the blades for about 2 hours.